Well, as we said, this is your second time you've actually been on the show. The first time we didn't have your beautiful face on video. We had you just on audio, and we had a little more time this time to talk to you, so we're going to get into it. But since that time, since you were first on the show, which was early in January, right after the New Year, now lots change in the race to unseat incumbent Dianne Feinstein. So what have you been hearing lately from the voters, and what's your take on what's become a really crowded field now running for this seat?
It has become crowded. In fact, at the filing deadline, 30 people ended up filing.
30 people.
Of those 30 that filed, there are about 4 people who actually, 5 I guess I should say, who actually are seriously campaigning or somewhat seriously campaigning. So it is a crowded field, but the one thing I hear over and over and over is, and the polling shows, is people want to change. Senator Feinstein is polling pretty much regularly, somewhere between 35 and 42%, which is not good for an incumbent, especially as an incumbent of 24 years. And the number one thing that's actually leading the pack is that the polls generally have Dianne Feinstein, maybe 1 or 2 other candidates, and then the number one thing is somebody else, and somebody else is winning.
A huge amount of undecided, yes. Like 67, 68% undecided in the race, which really gives you an opportunity to really get in there if the message is out there, and coming to rural places like this, I'm sure helps.
I think so. I mean, every time I come here, I feel like I pick up a little more support here and there, and more people keep showing up, and I just feel like we're gathering support. The more we get out there, the more we're campaigning. I told people in the very beginning that one of the things that bothers me about modern politics is that so many people are now running for office sitting behind a computer. You get all this data that tells you how to target voters and how to send specific emails on specific targets. And so many campaigns now don't actually go and talk to voters. And I was determined when I decided to do this. I made a very strong commitment that I wasn't going to do that, that I wasn't just going to sit behind a computer. I was going to go out and see people. So I've been, like I said, I've been here. This is my 9th time. I think I've been to Reading 5. I've been to Tuolumne County, which is one of my favorite places. I think I've been there 4 or 5 times. The desert, San Bernardino, 6, 7, 8 times. I mean, we are keeping our word. We're going out and talking to people.
And what are they saying? What are people saying to you? What are they saying about their chief concerns and things that they're worried about?
Well, there's 2 things people are saying. Number one, the first thing is it's fascinating how many people, when you get outside Los Angeles and San Francisco, will tell you that nobody cares about them in California. You do get a sense of why so many of these separatist movements are gathering steam, because people do feel like that nobody ever comes here, nobody ever talks to us, nobody ever listens to us. So people are very, very excited and grateful when you come and just listen to them. We hear that over and over and over. I can't tell you the number of people who come by and say, even if I don't agree with you, the fact you come here, I'm going to vote for you, is because you'll come listen to us. That's the number one thing we hear. The second thing we hear is people are fed up with the establishment. They are just fed up with the establishment. And a lot of people thought, the Donald Trump vote was clearly a shot at the establishment. But a lot of people who voted for Trump are now starting to say, well, that wasn't the best shot at the establishment. He's not helping working men and women. He doesn't care about working men and women. And that's the biggest single issue out there. We talk about all the things, gun control. We talk about the environment. But realistically, what people are most concerned about is, how am I going to make a living? Is my paycheck going to cover my rent? Am I going to be able to put my kids through school? That's overwhelmingly what we hear.